Hi, how are you? It's been a little while since I've done one of these. I thought I'd bring you somewhere a bit different this time because the sun's out and spring is here and it's just really lovely to be outside. So there hasn't really been that much to update you about. We've had a couple of months off celebrating solstice and Christmas and a couple of birthdays and a holiday. We've made a little bit of progress at home. Before we put our Christmas things away, gosh, it seems like a long time ago now, Christmas. We did do a little bit of sorting out with our Christmas stuff, and we've made separated a little box of bus Christmas things that we're going to take, and the rest of it, we threw out a lot of stuff and gave some to charity, and the rest of it's pretty much, there's like a couple of boxes in the tree which is all which is ready for storage. We've also done a little bit of sorting out in the home, so we have been giving quite a few bits to charity, a few big bags and boxes of toys and soft toys. Oh, soft toys are a nightmare. No one wants them. Nobody wants the soft toys, and there's so many of them. And clothes as well. We've been getting rid of a lot of kids' clothes because our children keep growing, and so we don't need them anymore. Ian's been doing quite a bit of sorting out the kitchen recently, so we've got rid of a load of old food, gone off stuff. I'm sure everyone has that in the back of their cupboards. So we've been actually emptying out the cupboards and seeing what we've actually got and what we need. It's quite interesting seeing how much we actually have, because we've got a tiny kitchen, but there's quite a lot of cupboards. So it's quite deceiving how much even just kitchen stuff we have. But we've got a bit more space in the cupboards now, which makes it easier to see actually what we've got and what we're going to need to take with us. And we're very slightly more organised now, which it's all steps in the right direction. The main bus progress is that we brought some frames for the seats. We couldn't find any seating that had storage, which is something that we need really. Well, we need all the space we can get on the bus, so we definitely wanted to have storage under the seats. So what we've done is we brought some frames, just like some metal frames with seat belts on them. Some they're like welded frames with seat belts, so we can literally build out our own frames for this, what size we want them. Isn't going very well, is it? It definitely wasn't the cheapest option, but it means that we can completely customize it to we can make the cushions we can get someone to make the cushions to our specification and customize them so that we can have them to whatever height and depth we'd like. Also, if you happen to know anybody that needs some minibus, the quick release seats for the the unwind tracks, that kind of thing, then yeah, let me know please, because we've got 4 and there's not that much interest in them. They're not going like hotcakes, let's say that. Another slightly exciting thing that happened is we bought tickets for Camp Quirky. This might be a little bit premature, but we have booked a tent and campervan space. So we're going to take the bus. Hopefully it'll be roadworthy, and then we've got a bell tent which we can sleep in, because obviously there's no chance of it being livable by May. At the time that I bought them, I thought, well, what have we got to do? Well, we'll have to put in the floor and the seats, and then that'll be fine. We can just chuck stuff in the back, and then we'll have the bell tent to sleep in. But actually, it's a little bit more to it than that. It's not quite that simple. The first thing that's taking quite a long time is finishing cleaning up the frame and treating it and painting it. Get the underslung gas and water tanks and fit those before we put the floor on. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It's not a necessity for Camp Quirky, but it would be useful if we can do it before we put the floor in. We'll probably end up having to take the floor back up afterwards. So we need to put the phenolic ply bottom wood layer, waterproof, weatherproof, all that kind of thing on the bottom, and then the insulation layer, and then the flooring on top. Obviously get the seats and frames fitted and possibly welded. I'm not really sure, but we've got a friend who's got a friend who does welding, so hopefully they'll be able to help us out with that. Obviously we need the cushions for the seats because we need to put the children's car seats on there, and I haven't got a seat. It's just the driver at the moment. We're also thinking about the plumbing because we want to get that under the floor, but I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, we just really need to get a move on basically. So send all your positive focus and energies to us, and we'll get cracking and just hope that everything goes according to plan. Okay, bye. See you soon.